LoveLine.
LoveLine is meant for an adult audience. LoveLine may contain sexually oriented content. Listener discretion is advised. This is LoveLine. LoveLine. With Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew.
Hey, everybody, it's LoveLine. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Dr. Drew is a board-certified physician and addiction medicine specialist. Tonight from American Idol, Constantine is with us. Constantine.
What's happening?
One of my favorites. I watched.
Thank you.
I did watch almost every episode of season 4.
Really?
This year. Yes, I was all
glad
over
to hear
it.
that.
And Constantine was one of the odds-on favorites early on, and stayed that way throughout. I think one of the biggest surprises of the tournament, as it were, was you getting voted off with. There was 4 after you?
Then there were 5, actually.
You were...
I was number 6. Number 6, man.
Yeah.
Lucky number 6.
Now, what do you think? Do you have a theory about that?
Song selection?
I think ultimately that probably led to my demise. I thought I was doing pretty well for a while there, and we had a great time on the show. Honestly, just the greatest thing that's ever happened to me, frankly. I was just psyched to have gotten that far and for them to put me on like that.
And now you go out on tour with everybody?
We're going to tour this summer, the top 10 of us. I thought it was a great year, too, so we're really excited about the tour. We got some great stuff planned for the show. Everyone's going to be there. Bo, Carrie.
I have a theory.
All right.
Forget about the story.
Lay it on me.
I was telling Drew this. Constantine was one of the top 2 or 3, I think.
For sure.
Then they went and talked to everyone's family. And everyone else's family came across as very sympathetic. Like these guys, like they're Russian, they moved here.
Oh, right, not sympathetic, but a story. You know, it's the story that you
I just mean like you were like,
I know where you're going.
Oh my God, they came here. Well, your family seem like they have money. They seem educated. It's like when you saw Constantine's family, you went, they're fine. They'll land.
He's fine. He'll be all right.
These other ones, it's like, I can't remember the guy with the bucket head, but his parents.
Oh, man.
His parents are sitting there. They're
from Yugoslavia.
The bucket head one, they're in like trailers.
Oh,
and they're like, this is his ticket.
That guy. Yeah,
basically, this is his ticket out of the ghetto.
Yeah.
I think you're referring to Scott.
Scott.
From Cleveland.
I like Scott, but
with the big spaghetti pot.
His parents were like, this is all they have.
Yeah.
And then Anthony was the kid from,
Ukraine.
Right. And his parents were like, this is all we have. And then Constantine's parents were like, yeah, he'll be a dentist if he doesn't do this.
That's totally untrue.
The point is you saw it and you went, this kid's fine. I mean, his parents are fine. They'll land on their feet.
That was fine. That night I went home.
Right.
They showed it that night.
Adam's got pretty good instincts. Hey,
man, there's so many theories circulating. I thought I was doing really well. That is a good one.
No, it is because when you saw Anthony's parents, and Anthony was the weak link. He picked horrible songs. I'm surprised.
But he appeals to a very specific sort of.
Yeah, people like horrible music. So I'm surprised he didn't do Man-Eater, by the way. It's the only bad song he didn't do.
Oh, man. His mom goes, I am happy, Mom.
He is all we have.
Oh, man.
And he is our light.
No, honestly, Anthony's my boy. He's like my little brother. He's overcome so much, the kid. He's had
fake
like his
accents his parents were using.
He had what?
He had a tracheotomy when he was, a newborn or something crazy like that.
Yeah.
He was never supposed to speak. And, he's got actually a really great instrument.
It's funny.
Drew was never supposed to speak either, but that's just because
I live up to that.
He was boring. Yeah,
I still live up to that.
Right. Don't speak.
Now, my wife and daughter just love the show, and I come home, they'll be like, oh, you've got to see this guy's parents in Yugoslavia.
I am telling you that after, this is all things sort of being equal.
So I went
Scott
from 1, 2, or 3 to just free falled off the show because my mom looked
normal.
No, because you didn't. Your family did not come across as needing you to win this. They had lives of their own, and you don't come across that way either. You're a little bit older, a little bit more seasoned.
Sure.
And you have the I will get laid, I will make money. Whereas Scott does not seem like he's going to do either one of those things. That's all I'm saying. So when you saw the parents, you went like, I was going to vote for this guy, but it would break these guys' hearts from the Ukraine. Yeah. I'm going to vote for that.
And Constantine's all right. He's fine this week anyhow.
He's a good-looking kid. He'll land on his feet.
Oh, man.
That's what it is.
I wanted to win. I'll tell you, I went out there every week. I tried to challenge myself, the audience, take risks, have some fun. And, hey, I came up a little short, but I think it was a great year overall for all of us, so we're psyched.
I think the highlight was you did the Queen song, right?
You dug that?
Bohemian Rhapsody?
Thank you.
Oh, tall order.
He's going to do that on their album, I guess. Right?
I am. I'm doing the new Queen record. It's going to be hot. We're doing Bohemian Rhapsody on there. Oliver Lieber is producing, and we're really excited about it. So
great.
It's the 30th anniversary of Bohemian Rhapsody.
It is.
Hey, man, I went out there. I tried to just put them out there, and I said, it's either going to go over big or it's going to go over bad. So
It went over well, and at a certain point, I believe once you get into the top 6, 7, maybe even 8, it just becomes a coin toss.
Right, I mean, that's right.
Everybody's so talented, with the exception of
I'm glad you're saying that.
Anthony and his horrible song.
Oh my gosh.
Selection. That kid just picked. I would start yelling at the TV set. But I will say this. I don't know if you want to talk about vindication. Bo Bice brought back Vehicle, which has long been my karaoke song.
Oh, that's right.
That's a great song, and it was a great song for Bo. I think he turned that out, man. He turned it out.
Yeah, well, you haven't seen the Ace Man pump one of those out with a couple Heineken in him in his underpants over at Kimmel's house, but it is not to be missed. And then I break right into Hell is for Children by Pat Benatar, and
Perfect.
There's not a dry eye or seat in the house.
Yeah. Because
it's like you're showing the contrast.
No one's in any of the seats.
No one's in the house. Yeah, that's how it works. All right, so here's the thing. Now, who's on the tour? I know you mentioned some of the people on the tour.
Top 10.
How does the tour work? Is it's top 10 and there's nobody from season 3 or any other commingling?
No, last year apparently. I don't know. All I know is that this year is going to be hot. This was a great year for the show. You got me out there with Nadia and Bo and Carrie and Anthony and Scott and who the heck else is going to be with us? Everybody, man. Anwar, of course. It's going to be hot. And we're going to feature songs, sure, some from the show, but we got a bunch of surprises in store, too.
What about Von Zell?
Von Zell, of course, is going to be there. I mentioned her. She's my girl.
Von Zell coming on strong and looking hot,
Which
too.
one is she?
She is the sassy Nubian princess.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
And pipes.
Yeah.
Pipes and legs and lips, and I can really see her going
heart,
places.
Too. She's got a lot of heart.
Yeah, she could crank it out.
She definitely can, and she did. She came on very strong.
How long would they give you for a song? They do you like the night before you pick it and have to work?
No, it's actually a long process. As you can imagine, there's music publishing issues that you have to deal with too. So your week sort of starts, let's say the theme is sort of announced, Sunday night or something, and you go ahead and try and compile a list of songs that you would want to do. Yeah, they kind of give you like a master list of, hey, listen, if we're going to do, when it's real specific, like Lieber and Stoller, you're kind of limited with what you're going to do. But if it's the 60s,
right,
and they give you like 200-300 songs that are popular songs from that era,
and they just
that
give
are already cleared.
Stuff that's cleared.
Yeah, and then you can go out and do your own research. That's what guys like me and Bo, we would always find our own songs.
And how... the tough part, too, is, you hear them on the radio, and they're 3 minutes and 28 seconds long, and you guys have a minute and 40 seconds to do it, so obviously, or less, you have to make cuts. Once you've heard it in your head 1,000 times at 3.5 minutes, getting it down to a minute and a half, it's got to be tough to do that editing.
Absolutely, and that plays a big part in the song selection too, because some songs you're like, oh, I definitely want to do, like there was a point I wanted to do Roxanne by The Police. I thought it was hot, but when you try to cut it up, it was just the same chorus repeating. It didn't work in that sort of a minute and a half. So you need a song that's going to tell a good story. You know, it's going to have like a bridge and a great chorus, and you know, it seems like a complete piece in a minute and a half.
And if they do it right, it seems like the song could have went that way instead of the sort of jump cut. I guess it's like any edit, you know, cleanly
Well, what do you think
done.
of the Bohemian Rhapsody edit? I mean, we cut about 5 minutes out of the song, so
I thought it worked. I mean, obviously, I thought it was one of the showstoppers that night, and of all the nights, just because of the difficulty factor.
Well, they thought I was crazy when I wanted to sing that song.
Well, that's the whole thing too. It's like you're like an Olympic diver.
Right.
You could just do a cannonball, but and you could score 10, but it wasn't difficult. They want to see you do it. That was a double twist, half gainer, camel, sow, cow.
Yeah, everyone was like, "Oh, he can't sing, can't do all this." So I was all right. Let me go out there and show the pipes a little bit and do a great song. And of course, that's a great song from the year I was born. So it was either that or "Lady" by Styx. So I'm glad I went with. I'm glad I went
the other guy go with "Lady"?
Rhapsody.
That's a horrible song.
The other guy go with "Lady"?
No, Bo went with. What did he go with?
What did Bo go with?
Not "Sweet Home Alabama," maybe.
Maybe he did
Freebird. He did Freebird.
Freebird, Vehicle, and "Sweet Home Alabama" 128 times. So those are the three. I was just
He's good at those.
I was thinking when Constantine was doing the voice that we always do with the dumb naysayer guy, where he goes, "You can't do that."
Yeah.
We should, always make that guy stupid. We should make him sound smart.
Yeah.
Because that's an educated guy telling you can't.
Right, it makes you sound even better.
Yeah, it makes you sound even better.
Right.
Like
how would we do that?
That'd be because so you'd go like when I decided to do Bohemian Rhapsody, everyone said, "Oh, you can't do that." And I did it anyway. See, now it's like a smart, college-educated guy from England.
And of course, they are all English, the producers on the show.
People,
so
That's it. Master Constantine, you shouldn't.
That's right. You sound like
place your
Star
efforts
Wars
in that direction at all.
Yeah. Let me say,
and of course, Bruce Gowers, who directs the show, he does, all the camera work, everything. He directed the original Bohemian Rhapsody video.
Oh, wow.
Oh, he did?
The one with the faces. Is this the real life? All the whole thing.
He was high as a kite on peyote at the time, though, and has no recollection of it. I'm
they showed it to him.
Positive
They showed it to him. Don't worry.
And he said, "This is S," and then someone said, "You did it," and he went, "Brilliant."
Exactly.
All right, so when does the tour kick off,
We kick off July 12th in Miami, or that area at least. So we're really psyched. We're going to be at the Staples Center August 17th.
And are you looking forward to being with everyone out of and not in a competitive environment?
Absolutely. Honestly, we really grew into, I know it sounds cheesy, but like a family. And, we were there for each other, supporting each other, and rooting each other on.
It's a team. Let's call it
Definitely a team. Thank you.
And now that the sort of pressure of the competition
right, we can just go out there and rock.
Is gone, they can just rock. It was like at the end of Rocky III, where the Italian Stallion and Apollo Creed got back in the ring, but just for sparring.
Yeah.
If just for themselves. You know what I'm saying?
That's it. And just for the fans.
Like the glove hit and it exploded or something.
That was a great flick.
You ready to go?
Yeah.
Maybe it was Rocky IV. I can't remember when him and Apollo got back into the ring. 3.
Let's rock this thing.
Maggie.
Yes.
You're 26?
I can hardly hear you.
All right.
Well, that's that.
Hold on. Let's talk to
Maggie!
Real quick.
All right. Monique?
Hi, guys. How you doing tonight?
What's up?
I was wondering about H. pylori.
It's Helicobacter pylori. What about it?
I just found out that I had it, and I was just worried if, they didn't tell me anything about it.
Okay, it's a bacteria that grows in your stomach. It's very, very common. It's associated with recurrent gastritis and maybe ulcers and esophagitis.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very complex issue, whether it actually even means anything. When it really overgrows, it can cause a growth around the stomach. So it's something that generally your doctor will try to eliminate, but about 8 times out of 10, we never do get rid of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so you may just it's very common. It's not a big deal.
What do you get? You get diarrhea and stuff?
No, you get heartburn and gastritis, that kind of thing.
I think I have that.
You do?
I don't know. I have acid reflux.
Yeah, it could be part of GERD. But did they explain anything to you?
No.
You must have had...
You tested for it, so...
Yeah, well, they'll probably want to do an endoscopy on you, and
okay.
We'll go a little further, but not a big deal.
I thought of
they may have you taking a bunch of antibiotics for about 6 or 8 weeks, though, to try to get rid of it, but most people never complete the antibiotics. What's that? What's your other question?
I'm sorry, I thought about it while I was on hold. if you don't have time, that's okay.
Go real quick. We're losing time. Go ahead.
Yeah, it took the setup took too long. We didn't get to the punchline.
Later.
She had to do the whole roll in about thinking of it when she was on hold.
Yeah,
and by the way, it's not Johnny Cash getting ready to sing a song, where he's just strumming, going, this song. My grandfather, we he had a tobacco farm in Mississippi, and he used to tell me, just get to the goddamn song, right?
Oh man.
All right, now I feel bad.
No, it's all right.
She'll call.
Monique.
Sorry about that, guys. All right,
Go.
I have a niece whose parents just got a divorce. They're my stepsister and her husband. And she calls me every couple days and, I don't know, it's kind of this thing that she has where she looks up to me.
How old is she?
I can make everything better.
How old is she?
She's 13, I think.
All right. All you can do, you can't change anything. You can't make anything better. You can just be an available, supportive, listening,
I can make
active
it
listening.
better.
Well, I don't mean you can't change this. You can't relieve her of her pain, but you can be useful and helpful to her by just being an active listener. Just listen. Don't try to solve her problems.
Yeah.
Just be available to her.
Explain to her that it's her fault that her parents are getting divorced. Now, that helps because it empowers the child. They think they can do something now. They can, otherwise, they feel out of control when you say, it's not your fault. There's nothing you can do about it. It has nothing to do with you. Drew, then what does the child do? Child feels out of control.
Yeah.
But if you say, this is your fault, you should have done things differently, and there's still time to change, well, then the child is empowered.
Adam.
Yes, Corolla. Hey, let me just tell you something, Constantine.
Yes, sir.
Summer's heating up.
Yeah.
As I like to say. And I'm trying to get that pool game, Marco Polo,
Sure.
changed to Adam Corolla.
Adam.
Corolla.
I'm feeling that.
See?
Do you have a pool back home?
No pools.
Manhattan.
Yeah. But you have public pools.
Absolutely.
All right, go down there.
They're really clean, and I love to swim in them.
The fountains. You do a fountain.
We can do the fountain.
No, I was going to say
go down Philadelphia. Wait, okay.
Go down to public schools and public pool and teach the young urban kids how to play Adam Corolla.
I'm down for it. I think I'm gonna bring that back east.
Stop doing all that wild.
Speaking of summer heating up, my television show is going to premiere on Wednesday. I need our LoveLine listeners' help on this one.
Yeah. When's your show on, Drew?
Discovery Health Channel, Wednesday at 10. So please just leave your TV on. Listen to LoveLine.
Wednesday at 10.
On,
yeah.
Perfect.
Matt?
Yeah?
You're 19?
Yeah.
Your girlfriend knows you're bi?
Yeah. And, well, first, may I just say that ever since you guys have gone off the air in Chicago, my life has just been that much crappier.
Matt, back on the air tomorrow on a new station.
Are you... whoa.
Yes. Yes, tomorrow night.
What station?
Let me find out real quick.
Drew will find out.
Okay.
All right. Go ahead, man.
The Howard Stern station.
The Howard Stern station.
Okay.
The Howard Stern station.
Huh?
Yeah. Whatever. We'll find that out. We'll give a shout out to them.
We will. We'll
Actually, let me tell you something that's funny about this show. Most other shows do that thing where they welcome. We'll welcome WPZY in Talladega. We do just the opposite, which is
we abuse the
somebody
local.
calls from Tampa, and we say, "What are you doing out? What you get our show out in Tampa?" And they go, "Yeah, it's been here for years." And we're like, "Whoa, what station is it on?" Which is horrible for the station that's out there in Tampa. I now realize.
But it makes us cool.
It does make us cool, but then me mentioning it makes us uncool.
Not only that, but when we get dropped, you say good riddance and good.
When we get dropped,
no, he doesn't tend to do that.
Hello?
That one time, yeah.
Well, not with Q101. We missed that station.
No, yeah, a lot. Yeah.
What? Hold on a second.
The Vancouver station.
Well, whatever. I've done it once. We've been dropped by 150 stations since I've been here, and I don't even know when we're dropped off a station. Anderson.
Do you get picked right up by someone else in their
Don't respond to him, Anderson. No, just take the fifth.
Well, Drew, honestly, how many times have I even mentioned it or known it?
I don't recall it.
Do you answer me honestly?
I was just taking it to the next level for you, Corolla.
Thank you. Do I know what stations we're on?
No.
Do I know when we get dropped?
No.
Do I ever say anything?
No, Your Honor.
Do I say anything when we get at a station?
Not to my best of my recollection, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Your Honor.
All right. You're dismissed.
Yes, sir, Mr. Corolla.
Thank you. I'm sorry. Constantine had a question or something, yes?
I did?
Yes. Oh, we get dropped, we'll get picked up.
Cool.
Usually by somebody else, like what's going to happen in Chicago. Matt?
Yeah.
All right. So we'll be on starting tomorrow.
Okay, cool.
What's up?
It's a talk station.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's not a rock, it's an FM talk station.
Yeah. It's whatever Howard Stern's on. That's what we're on.
Okay. So, Yeah, this call was completely bogus. I'm 6. I just really wanted to hear your voice, Adam.
Well, great. Well, now you can hear us every night.
Okay. Love you guys.
Hey, at least he's being honest.
Hey, Matt.
We don't mind that.
Yeah?
What is the Howard Stern station in Chicago? We'll write it down.
You know, I have no idea. I have to ask my brother. It might
You want to just look online? Maybe Chris could do that for us.
I guess we could do that, too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you have some sort of local Chicago
Can you look on the line and then email us
we
back?
can just Howard Stern and affiliates.
I listen to Mancow, so I don't know.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, we'll try to... Yeah, but here's what I don't understand about people. Like, I might listen to Howard Stern, or I might listen to Kevin and Bean, or I might listen to Rick Dees or whoever, but I could tell you what station the other guy was on.
Yeah.
Like, I go, well, I listen to Kevin and Bean. They're on K-Rock. Stern, he's on KLSX.
Yeah.
What is it with the people like, I just listen to this one. I can't tell you what's on the other. WCKG FM. Chicago. All right. And we're not sure what the...
105.9.
105.9.
How do you know that?
It's right here in front of me.
Wow.
I found it.
Chris, that's the fastest you've done anything, including Blink. 105.9. Yes?
Yeah.
All right. A little FM talk for you. We have a question for Constantine, I think. Diana?
Bring it on.
Hello?
You're 44?
Yes.
What's up?
Hi,
Hey, Diana.
Constantine.
Hi, baby.
Hi, it's so good to talk to you. I can't believe I'm talking to you.
Really?
Yes, I love you.
Yeah, it's good. I love you, too.
Me and my
You guys know
daughter
each
love
other?
you. Can you say goodnight to my daughter really quick?
Good night, daughter.
Oh, she loves you. Say goodnight, Crystal.
What's her name? Like
Good
my
night,
house.
Crystal.
Constantine?
Hi.
Oh, my God. I don't know what to say. I love you. Good night.
He's dreamy. You should see him in real
Hello?
life.
Sleep tight.
She will now.
Dream good
Yeah,
things.
I just wanted to tell you, I'm in this group where we go online. We're called the Connies. And we email each other about you almost every day.
That's amazing.
That's pathetic is what it is.
I think, no, it's not pathetic.
It is.
I've been nothing without their support.
We love you, Constantine. We voted for you, and there's no way that we think that you got the lowest amount of votes.
Yeah.
American Idol.
It stinks to high heaven. Yeah, there's conspiracy.
There's no way. I'm telling you right now. I know you probably can't talk about that, but
The conspiracy now.
yeah.
No, you know what? I was just happy to have been there and to have gotten that far. I'm going to give you the Miss America answer here.
That's the party line, but deep inside, he's burning.
And we know that you're still going to be a big success. We love your Pray for the Soul of Betty CD.
Thank you.
So
You're going to come see us this summer with the tour, with the Idol store?
Yeah, we're going to see you at the Staples Center.
Nice. That's going to rock.
And we're only going to see you.
Really?
And the 9 others.
I really appreciate that.
What does that mean?
I don't know. That's going to be my new band.
In fact,
what kind of compliment is that?
In fact, Constantine, there's another group called the Maroulis Army.
Really?
I think they're making T-shirts that say that.
Cool. I'll look out for them at the show. They got to get me one of those shirts.
Yeah, it's going to say.
Diana, what do you like most about Constantine?
Everything. His voice.
Where's your husband? Where's your husband?
I love your voice. I mean, it's not only that you're hot and all that. And anyway, I'm so nervous right now.
Don't be nervous. It's cool. But
Diana, let me ask you.
I think Dr. Drew asked you where your husband is.
Oh, he's not here right now.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, faked his own death in 1979.
He's waiting for me.
It's funny because all these women in these groups, like their husbands, all know about it, and it's cool, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just,
no, it's true. Let me explain. Hold on a second. When you get a little bit older, and you're married to a Diana, you hope they have a crush on some guy they're never going to meet. You know, it's better.
Get them charged up a little bit.
Get them a little whipped up a little in the bedroom. Number one. Number two, takes their focus off of you a little bit, and they can focus on and better than some dude who's working with them.
Yeah, good point.
You know what I mean? Much better to have a crush on a young guy from TV than the new dude 3 cubicles over at the insurance agency she's working at.
Well said.
That's trouble.
Yes.
And here's a guy, Constantine. Well, I don't want to speak for him, but he's not going to be swinging by any middle-aged broad's house and throwing down. You know what I'm saying? He's young.
Hey, listen, I don't discriminate.
He,
I don't discriminate.
Oh, he might. Yeah, he might.
He feasts on a steady diet of young groupies. He doesn't go to postmenopausal broad's house in Loma Linda and have sex with them.
Hey, anything to keep their marriages strong and healthy. You know,
Yeah.
if I can be of any assistance.
Yeah, well, you'd be a fantasy. You'd be their muse.
Right.
Cool.
The bedroom muse.
Yeah, he can be our fantasy. And I mean, I'm still hoping to meet you when I come to the concert.
Well, that would be nice.
If we could, like, maybe see, like, when you go to those things, if we could maybe meet you before the show.
That's not.
Hey, Diana.
Yeah.
Do you share my theory in that Constantine's family during a family interview night did not come across as needy enough or sympathetic enough?
Yo, she passed
For
out,
him
man.
you mean, like, no, I don't agree with that. I don't think that he got the lowest amount of votes.
It's a conspiracy. She
I
actually
see.
is in a conspiracy
okay.
theory.
All right.
I think
All
the
right.
show.
She refuses to accept reality.
I don't know how much you want to go into this, but I think the show is fixed, and they already predetermined who was going to win.
Yeah. No, it's a popularity contest anyway.
Hey, I thought I was pretty
And we'll tell you,
popular,
Dan,
though.
somebody that we've been inside these television shows. I've been in reality shows. They're all fixed.
They're all
Oh,
fixed.
it's absolutely.
All right, Diana.
I think you don't realize how random these things are.
Just do me a favor, would you? Don't get so weird with your kid. You're going to give her an eating disorder, all right?
What do you mean by that?
You know what I'm saying. Just take it easy, Mama.
Oh man,
You know what I'm saying,
I'm
Mom?
sure she's a great mom.
Give kid a little space.
You know what? You're wrong
right.
because we're both fans of Constantine. It's not
I know.
like
That's what I'm saying.
It's not like I'm a
Take
soft-
it easy. Take it easy. That's all I'm saying. If my dad was a Bobby Sherman fan when I was a huge Bobby Sherman fan when I was 12, it would have freaked me out.
What if you shared your love for Gig Gangle?
Oh yeah,
So that might have been okay.
Playmate from the 70s.
That might have been
Oh
okay.
wow.
Drew, who were you into when you were 12 or 13? Rudy Valley. Who were you
I'd have
into?
to think about it. I have to sort of.
Were there
that's a
any
long time
crooners
ago.
you were into? You were into
No.
like Yes or something, right?
Yes hadn't come around yet. What are you
Oh, okay,
talking about?
whatever band. Who were you into?
Band wise?
Yeah, I mean,
It was like the Doors. And
you're
the Rolling
listening to
Stones.
Doors.
Yeah.
And so, would have freaked you out if your dad just walked through your bedroom door wearing like a Jim Morrison Live shirt or something and said, "We're going to the concert tonight."
Oh yeah, I would have thrown the record.
You would have immediately labeled it as horrible, right?
Yeah.
I hate those guys.
Yeah. It's just weird. I don't know, the crushes and all that stuff.
Man, I
you
think
gotta
that's
give
what
it to your
this show
kid.
does, though. The show sort of brings, families together, and they get to root someone on and stuff.
Yeah.
All right, we need to take a break.
Yeah. No, it's all
Thank you,
good.
Diana.
Yeah. We'll see you at the concert. Constantine is here.
Yeah.
Who was obviously from American Idol.
Thank you.
Fantabulous show. We'll take ourselves a quick break. Be right back after this.
LoveLine. We'll be right back.
Please hold.
Hold on to your coconuts. The Real Gilligan's Island is back on TBS. Premieres Wednesday at 9, 8 Central on TBS.
Hey, everybody. It's LoveLine. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Constantine Maroulis is here tonight from American Idol.
Thank you.
Constantine was he was the powder, the heart-throbby powder. give it a little tongue action every once in a while, and give it a little pouty, little puppy dog eyes.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, girl. No, you knew what he was doing. See, Drew, you're hot, but you don't know you're hot. That's part of the reason you're hot.
Makes me not. Well, okay, whatever.
Constantine is hot and knows he's hot.
I don't know much.
He knows he's hot. That makes him a little bit hotter.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Yeah, he knows he's hot.
Is that how it works?
Yeah, see, you know you're hot. Drew doesn't know he's hot.
It takes me all the way back to not hot.
It brings you back to not hot
Therefore I'm
eventually.
not in the first place.
Hopefully you can get a hand job before you get back to not hot.
Oh, man.
That's how it works.
Not hot is the new hot, I think, though.
Oh.
Especially with like this whole indie rock resurgence. Everyone's like the regular looking dude with like the messy hair and the black frame glasses. That's like way hot now for, I think, hipsters dig
that's
that.
a cultivated not hot, which is
different than truly
not hot. Truly not
sort of
hot.
like the "Can you hear me now" look.
Yeah, right. I should.
It's like middle of the road is very hot now.
Yeah. All right. Well, look.
that crazy?
Whenever you can sing, it always makes you hot as a guy. You
Fair
really,
enough.
right?
Yeah.
What better? What better for the ladies than to sing? Yes.
Doctor.
Sports? Nah. Sports doesn't really do it.
Well, sports does it too.
Man, it does, but they don't.
I think sports
like
definitely
singing.
does. Have you seen some of these players' spouses? I mean, they look pretty good.
Well, they do all right because they're millionaires. I mean, you got to look at it that way. But here's the test. Are you ready? You ready?
Ready.
I'm ready.
Here's how it goes. Here's the test. You could go into any club on any given night. You could go to the Roxy or Gazzari's or whatever.
What's Gazzari's?
Maybe Gazzari's is gone.
Oh.
He's a godfather of rock and roll. Yeah,
Used to be
over on the Sunset Strip. I don't think he's there anymore. Maybe it's the Rainbow. Who the hell knows?
Totally.
On any given night, there could be a band you've never heard of who does not have a record deal, and every guy has a job working, moving furniture the following morning. Up there, doing their songs with a couple hundred hot chicks in the audience, all wanting them badly.
And yet it's not just the singer. The
It's
drummer
everyone
will
in the
do
band, whatever, up on stage doing their thing.
Yeah.
Now, when it comes to sports, you show me a guy who's at the semi-pro level playing for the Mud Gamecock Hens, the Mud Hens over in the Toledo AAA League.
No juice.
No, he's got no juice.
Yeah.
He's got no juice.
Yeah. Right.
So that's what I'm saying.
I think they're doing well locally, though. Fairly
They do
well,
well.
those guys.
They get
I know
some
some minor
local
league
tang.
baseball players.
They draw well locally in the tang department, but they don't cross the international borders like Constantine does. You know what I mean? He's like the Euro. You know what I mean? He's accepted in all nations. You know what I'm saying, Drew?
All states, all
Let's hope so.
That's right. All right. I want to talk to Ashley.
Sure.
Ashley,
Hi.
you're 15?
Yeah, I had a
What's up?
question about vaginal discharge.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm having something weird going on with me right now.
All right.
I'm having this like snotty kind of discharge.
What kind?
I don't know. It's
Snotty.
not-
Snotty. A snot shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyways, I don't know what caused it. I mean, I got my labia pierced like last week.
Ooh.
So I'm thinking that.
How did you get that pulled off at age 15?
My friend, she does it. She has a gun.
Fantastic.
Your friend.
That's brilliant.
Your friend does this not professionally, but she does it.
Yeah.
How old is your friend?
She's 15 too.
Oh, of course. I want 15.
Man, what are you doing? What are you doing?
I wouldn't let I wouldn't let a 15-year-old buddy pop a zit on my back. You know what I'm saying?
Would you trust your buddies with a sharp object? Forget what their intentions were.
No, I've been stabbed by my friends.
Would you be
many
in the
times.
room with them if they had a sharp
No,
object? At 15?
not near my penis.
Would you be in the
Or
room
my
with
labia.
them?
Or my labia. Or my labia.
She called it labia.
How many
Labia.
different ways are there to pronounce that,
Labia.
Drew?
It's labia.
All right. So anyway,
Although your grandmother may come up with something.
yeah, Ashley.
Yeah.
So
I was wondering what it might be, and
Well, who knows? You've been sort of your body, soft tissue has been violated. It could be part of the healing process. You know how sometimes the mucosal areas will put out more. What these are called mucopolysaccharides, and to try to heal that.
By the way, are you two in prison or something? This is like it's like your cellmates in the joint.
Yeah, and a doctor needs to look at this. Unfortunately, are you
Really?
sexually active?
no, not at the moment.
When was the last time?
There's not someone on top of you as we speak.
When was the last time you were sexually active?
Like 6 months ago.
All right. A doctor needs to look at you. You need pelvic exam anyway, since you are sexually active, and you need to see
but
if
I can't exactly do that because I'm 15. I don't want my parents to know.
you can go to Planned Parenthood and you can do it. You're entitled to, most states, 14 is the age in which you can get confidential health care.
Ashley,
Do it, Ashley. Go check it out.
what's going on with you that you're getting these kinds of aggressive piercings at 15?
Well, I
Something's
thought
up.
it looked cool.
No.
No.
There's a reason people do.
What's
No,
up?
I've heard. You talk about getting your clit pierced and how you shouldn't do it because you lose stimulation, right?
No, we're talking
No.
about people that get their
We're
genitalia
saying
pierced.
you're 15 and you thought it'd be a good idea to have one of your friends put a spear through your parts.
In our
I didn't bleed or
experience, people that have that impulse or think that would be a cool thing were physically abused when they were growing up.
Or something.
Or banned, something. I can't hear her again. These phones are driving me insane.
Me too. All right,
Ashley, don't mutilate yourself like that. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? You're a beautiful girl. You got so much growing up to do. I don't know, these piercings and these kids get bad tattoos when they're young. It's crazy.
As a guy, I don't know if our phone line dropped off completely or if it
No,
ever
it's
comes
just this
back.
thing again where they're not talking. It blanks out and we can't hear them when they start talking again.
Yeah, but I don't think it's not talking.
No, it's when they stop. then it turns off, and then we don't hear them again when they start.
I think you're doing that. I think you're putting that together like one of those pigeons.
Could be.
Ashley?
Yeah.
Now, hers just seemed to stop altogether, and I have no idea whether anyone can hear her now.
She's talking. She said, yeah.
Well, we can't hear it.
Oh, it's a record, though, because normally they just drop off for 3 seconds at a time,
She's
right?
not speaking loud enough for it to kick back in.
Well, she wasn't speaking before when you thought she was.
Well, when they speak loudly, it kicks back in again.
Are you serious?
Watch.
Yeah, but Drew, I think
do an
this
experiment. Test it. Be scientific. Test it.
Well, first off, I'm not going to start being scientific now.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I've made it my whole life without doing anything
scientific. Let's give an offering to the gods and see what happens.
Okay. Ashley.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
now stop talking for a second and then talk softly back to us and say
say something sweet.
Drew, should we do this on your own? Can you do this on your own time? Like do it at home?
We could.
Ashley?
Yes.
Wow.
No, she's there.
No, she's trying to do her
really
thing.
Shy.
All right. So what is up with you? Are your parents together?
No, they're not.
Yeah.
Are you angry at your dad?
A little bit. He left me when I was little, but I'm
all right.
Was he abusive or violent or something before he left?
Not him.
Your mom is?
No.
Ooh, stepdad? Grandpa?
Yeah, he was sexually abusive.
All right. Well, that's where people get the good idea of putting sharp objects to their genitalia. That's where that comes from.
By the way, this is Ashley. Get some therapy, please. Here's why people. This is why people steer clear instinctively of people with aggressive piercings and tats and stuff. We know something is up. We all don't know as much as Dr. Drew and know that there's some specific form of abuse. We just know something's up, and it's not attractive to guys. Is it, Constantine? You're not into it, are you? You don't.
I prefer not to see that stuff. You know, I like when girls are, confident in themselves and natural, and that's what attracts me. But hey, everyone's got to experiment, and they got to go through those things, and she'll learn later.
That's not experimentation. That's permanent destruction of soft tissue.
Yeah. So everyone's got to get a piercing, is what?
I see. Okay.
Never had one.
No,
never had a piercing. No tattoos.
I'm going to say that a piercing and a tat is a lot like a bumper sticker on a car. It never really helped the car. If you got a Ferrari, it's a Ferrari. If you put a bumper sticker on it, it looks like a Ferrari with a bumper sticker on it. You could do without the bumper sticker. And if you have a beat up Nova and you put a bumper sticker on it, it looks like a beat up Nova with a bumper sticker. No guy ever went, wow, look at that. Oh, that car looked like crap, and now it has a bumper sticker on it. We're very excited about this.
And yet people with similar kinds of histories of abuse are naturally drawn to that. It's a signpost for them.
Yeah, unless, I was going to put some clarity to that, which is the gas, grass, or ass. Nobody writes for free. One.
You're attracted to that.
I would be attracted to that. Yes, I would.
Some girls can pull it off, though, man.
Like but even the girls,
little teeny weeny little piercing
that's
right in their nose.
All right, but even that girl would look. That's a hot chick with a piercing you can barely see. If you remove the piercing you could barely see, it would be a hot chick.
Yeah.
I mean, we get confused every once in a while because you go, I don't know, Britney Spears got that little thing and it looks kind of, but her without that thing is good too.
She looks so much better,
Yeah, everyone is better without it. All right, let's take ourselves a little break. Constantine is here tonight from American Idol.
Thank you.
We'll hear something off the Pray for the Soul of Betty, which is his band's CD, which was out before American Idol?
Out before American Idol, and it sort of came out again while I was on American Idol. So it's just a little something, This band it's so weird. We were together for a little bit. We jumped on the road while I was touring with Rent, and then I got myself into this show. So it's never been a time where we just sit down and for months and write a record in the studio. It's kind of been like, all right guys, off I go again,
right?
So it started out being just some pre-production, and there's some cool melodies on there, and we're excited about it, and people seem to like it. So check it out.
We'll hear something off that when we come back after this.
LoveLine will be right back, so get your problems ready.
Hey everybody. everybody. It's LoveLine. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Constantine is here tonight. One of my favorites from American Idol. Yeah, Von Zell and Constantine, I think.
Cool, man.
What a beautiful baby you two would make, too, by the way.
Well, we got a whole summer ahead of us.
It is, yeah. On the road with Von Zell, you could do worse. And, the thing, it struck me, too, is... it's a weird competition because it's not all about just your pipes, purely the pipes.
Oh, it's a lot more.
Yeah, because Constantine had the pipes and Von Zell certainly had the pipes too, and didn't make it to the end. I mean, and as a singer, and I don't know. See, to me, just as a lay person, I thought like, well, Von Zell has better pipes than Carrie Underwood. She's better voice, more powerful voice, bigger voice.
Okay.
A more God-given voice, I guess. You know what I'm saying?
From the heart.
I don't even know about from the heart. I just mean when God was giving out the
better vocal quality,
just
pure
vocal
instrument,
quality, just the pipes. Yeah, just like a boxer that just had a devastating right hand.
She can rock, definitely, and she came on very strong. It was really cool to see the progression of everybody in the competition, especially the top 10, and then from even 6 on, it was awesome to be a part of.
Who were you most impressed with? And what about my assertion that like Von Zell had better pipes than Carrie?
I think that's it's open for discussion, definitely. I think what's great about the show is, everyone can sort of root for their own person. And it's fun. It's great to see like, an underdog sort of making their comeback, and Von Zell came on very strong, and that's great. I think Carrie's an awesome American Idol.
Yeah.
I think she's, she represents a lot of what this country loves and adores and needs, in fact.
The red states. That's what he's talking about. But as a New Yorker, you ain't into that. You don't go for that.
She's a good kid.
Ass kicking stuff.
I'm psyched for her. I'm very psyched for her. So it's going to be a great summer. Go check out the compilation that we have out right now. It's actually doing very well. It's still number 6 in the charts.
Yeah. Could imagine.
I don't think they've done that well in the past. We've scanned like an insane amount of CDs.
Well, I mean, obviously the show keeps getting more popular, and the talent level goes up with the exposure because season 1, it's like all these shows. It's like The Apprentice. Season 1, 10,000 people try to get into it, and then season 2, 500,000 people try to. And obviously when you have this many people vying for one spot, the talent is amazing.
Yeah,
totally.
So I mean, the top, I'll go out on a limb here and say that anyone in the top 10 of season 4 probably could have won season 1.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I think that's very fair to say.
Thank you.
I don't know how they're going to. I can speak boldly.
Of course, you're going to agree with that.
Hey, man, I don't know how they're going to top it next year. This was crazy. That the rockers, expanding the age. They're going to need to do something to top it next year.
Yeah.
What's funny is people thought it was going to be done almost after last year because the numbers were great, but they're like, okay, enough's enough. But we came back, and just exploded this year. They changed up the format. They had the guys' night, the girls' night. They extended it to 3 nights a week at one point, remember?
Yeah. Juggernaut. Who could forget?
And all of a sudden, they're going to start auditioning in August. We're here already. It's been a year in the making. You guys have got your sleeping bags ready to go. Hit the pavement.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah. Like I said, a vehicle right into Hell is for Children, right into Just Dropped In to see what condition my condition was in by Kenny Rogers in the 3rd edition or the 1st edition. Yeah. Maggie?
Yes.
26?
Yes, I am.
And then right into Green-Eyed Lady by Sugarloaf.
Oh, yeah.
That would be hot.
Yeah. Lady, lovely lady. Yeah, complete with like a 20-minute bass solo in the middle of it. And each time they try to stop me, I'm going to yell, "I'm not done." I wait for the bass.
Ooh, that's what they had to do next time, is have people play an instrument and sing.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, there was a lot of talk because a lot of people in the top 10 could play this year, so we did work some of that into one of the shows.
Did you play?
Yeah, I play a little bit. At school.
What did you play? Because you went to like an academy.
Conservatory of Music.
Yeah, to me, that's the same thing.
We studied classical acting and voice and speech and
fencing.
Yeah.
And
chess.
Did you play? What was your
little piano, some guitar? But I'm a vocalist, you know. But I pick it up. When I was in Rent, I had to learn some guitar. for the show because my character played guitar in the show. So with that, I've picked up some stuff and just write some songs.
We got to get Randy back in
maybe
here.
They will.
Bring that up with him.
Man, maybe they will. Well, but here's a question. If you played, let's say, the acoustic guitar and you wanted to do a song that just you and the acoustic guitar, you want to do a Jim Croce song, would they let you bring it out there, or they would claim that's unfair?
They were a little worried about the fairness issue with that this year.
So
they weren't ready for that because everyone could play. And I think they wanted to keep it as even as possible.
Okay.
But Bo's going to come out with his guitar on his record, so definitely Carrie too.
Drew plays the harp.
What about the skin flute?
Giant plays that and a balalaika too. He wears huge boots. Maggie?
Yes.
All right,
and a hat.
And a fur hat.
Black fur hat, yeah.
You're,
that's a good look.
All right, see, 36-year-old boyfriend can't orgasm when he's hard, only when he's soft?
Uh-huh.
Seriously, it's happened once, or that happens every time?
Well, he doesn't come that often, but when he does, it's when he's soft.
That's wild. Is he on medication?
Yes, he's on Doxepin and Wellbutrin.
Okay, this is a medication side effect. You need to have him talk to his doctor about it. Probably the Doxepin.
Yeah.
And the Wellbutrin's there. What's that?
He talked to his doctor, and they kind of wrote him off. But
well, it may be important that he stay on the Doxepin, but he's got to go back and reinforce how important it is that his sexual functioning be maintained. Listen, if you've been depressed, which is what the medications are for,
right,
and you can't be sexually active and you can't be intimate in a relationship, that's going to make you depressed again.
Plus, if you orgasm when you're soft, you never know. I mean, you could be in the middle of a boardroom meeting.
There is such a thing.
You're just talking to your doctor. Doc, my
Oh, man.
You see what I'm talking about?
I need to take a
See
nap.
what I mean? Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you need a nap.
Right.
A hoagie.
Let's, you got to get something to eat. Watch
Wait
the
a
Sports
second.
Center.
That sounds crazy. How do you come like that?
That would be rough, too, because every meeting would be like, you'd just be sitting in the middle of some guy be showing some slides or something, and you'd be like, and you'd be like, oh, all right, I got to go.
How about
Let's
the build-up?
go.
Is it yet? Is it now?
I'm quitting.
Is it now? Is it now?
Well,
when's it going to happen?
Constantine is here from American Idol. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back. We'll hear something from him after this.
Yeah.
All right, guys, here's the deal. Looking to hook up? Call the Dateline. Sick of wasting time with the wrong person? Call the Dateline. One call's all you need to make. Call the Dateline.
1-877-889-DATE.
if you need help,
Call LoveLine. 1-800-LOVE-191.
Everybody, LoveLine. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Constantine is here tonight from American Idol. Constantine has himself out a CD as well as the American Idol CD, which is doing quite nicely. Thank you. Also, the tour will start. When does the tour begin?
We open July 12th down in Miami, but we're going to be moving around everywhere, man. We're doing 43 dates in about 2 months. So
are you guys rehearsing right now?
We're going to be going into rehearsals in the next couple of weeks.
How does the tour work? I mean,
well,
obviously it'll, whoever Bo and
not really though.
No.
I think it's going to be it's pretty even.
But doesn't won't Carrie finish the show? Carrie Underwood finish the show?
Probably. They work, each person gets their own sort of section of the show.
Right.
And then, maybe some overlapping duets, whatnot, a group number perhaps.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? we really don't know a lot of the details. It's I only just spoke with sort of like the producer of the tour and got laid down some thoughts I had as far as like what I want to do, and
do they want
you to
do some songs from the show that
sure
you've done on the show?
I think they'd like to do that. That's what people recognize us from.
Right.
They'd love to see perhaps me do Bohemian Rhapsody, or one of these songs from
and
the
you
show.
could do it in longer form than
right, and that would be cool.
On the show.
That would be cool. So, and then maybe something else. I have some surprises up my sleeve.
The band on American Idol, by the way, is they got a tough job, and they do a great job.
Oh, this year was amazing.
Backup singers and everything, whole string sections and all that stuff.
Crazy.
They didn't do it like that in the past, huh? I didn't really watch the show before.
No.
From what I'm told, there's a lot of tracking going on in the past. Ricky Minor stepped in this year and put a huge band together. I mean, that dude is just a monster. And with the backup singers, incredible band. The whole process, I mean, what a team they have over there. That's why they're number one. You know, they have an incredible production team from top to bottom. Everyone just works round the clock. Great producers, great runners, incredible musicians, supervision. Everybody is just amazing there. So
it's an ambitious show to do as many times a week as they do. But still, the show's a horrible opening, by the way. I must say that about
You don't like that cold opening?
I don't like the computer-generated crappy opening. It's a horrible opening.
It's a vestige of the original.
Song sucks, and the graphics suck.
You think?
Yeah,
but that was the original sort of presentation piece they did.
They used that for the pilot when they had no budget, and no one's bothered to change it because I think it's gotten carved into everyone like the Brady Bunch theme or something. But
you hear that music, that da-na-na-na-na-na, you know it's synonymous with America.
So, but
if you heard that outside of any other circumstance, you go, oh,
make no mistake, it's a horrible song, and the graphics are horrible at the beginning too. It's like a cheap sports show that's on deep cable.
Yeah, but you can't be objective about it because it all means American Idol now.
I can objectively say it
you
sucks.
can. Yes.
I think they have two also because there's sometimes it's a guy sort of at the end as a winner with like the jazz hands, and then there's like the girl too.
Yeah.
So I think they rotate. So they might even have two.
It's all crappy. It's all bad. But then the show's good, and maybe they're smart. It's like, oh, can't wait. Oh, the show seems
don't mess with it when it's working.
Exactly.
Yes. If it ain't broke, Drew.
That's right.
Don't fix it.
Will.
Okay, we can't hear this.
Speaking of broke.
Yes, can't hear it. All right,
let's talk to Mandy, who has a question for Constantine. Mandy?
Hey.
What's happening? You're 26?
26.
Yeah, I'm 26. I'm from Alabama. Hey, Constantine.
Hi, baby. What's up?
Good.
You're from Alabama, huh?
Yeah. I actually met you in New York. I flew up last month for your CD release party.
Oh, cool. That was a great night, huh?
Yeah, it was so much fun.
We had a good time. That was we threw a big party when I was home after the show to celebrate the release of the CD back I think last month, and we're planning another party similarly out here in Los Angeles. So stay tuned to prayforthesoulofbetty.com and just keep your ear to the grind for a party coming out here in the next couple of weeks somewhere right in Hollywood. So it's gonna be fat. But thank you for coming up and supporting us like that. Yeah, people were coming from all over the place, sleeping out the 2 days before to get tickets.
Here's the problem when you live in Alabama. Whenever there's record release parties, chances are you're getting on an airplane.
Yeah, definitely. I knew I definitely had to be there. That was my first time going anywhere, much less New York. And we were actually in New York like less than 24 hours, and it took like 3 days and all to get there and get back. But it was so worth it. I would do it again in a heartbeat. And I'm planning on flying out to L.A. in the next couple of weeks. I'm just waiting to hear the date. Yeah.
Why?
To come and see the party, the West Coast release.
Oh, I beg your pardon.
Yeah, come on, Drew. Hey, Mandy, where do you get all your travel money?
And time.
Well, I don't want my husband to hear me talking about that.
Oh. She's prostituting herself.
I guess so.
No, I'm married and I have 3 kids, and I don't know. I mean, I think actually at first my husband was a little bit upset about the whole, I'm in love with Constantine thing, but
yeah, my wife was pissed too, but she's learned to live with it.
It's really so much more about the band and the friends that I've made on the band.
So I tell her it's about the music. It's not about the man.
No, but you guys got to. Honestly, there's this amazing community of people that have come together in support of the band, and they found each other, and they've listen, the show put the band on that premiere, man, and all of a sudden everyone knew who the band was, and it's so cool. They have all these communities. There's this board on our website, and everyone's been really cool, and they get along and stuff. So.
All right, well, Mandy, so you're going to come out here for the LA record release party?
Yeah, definitely.
And without your husband?
Yeah, he has to stay home with the kids.
Oh, man, I'm sure he's psyched about that.
Yeah.
Well,
all right, baby.
I'm a stay-at-home mom, and I'm with him all day, every day, and,
Yeah.
I think he's been kind of reaping the benefits of the whole of the whole thing because
what if he fell in love with what if it was the
what if he was in a Jessica Simpson?
It's a Jessica Simpson record release
or worse,
party.
Ashley Simpson.
Both Jessica.
I saw them both last night.
And he's going to fly out to New York and then Los Angeles to be at their party. How are you going to feel about that?
I think she drove out, by the way. I'm not sure if she flew out to New York.
How will you feel about that, Maddie?
No, I actually had like a 5-hour drive to the airport and then flew. But, before this thing, I probably wouldn't have understood. But I can tell you, after this, I think I can understand just about anything. I mean,
all right, so we'll get him involved with that. Right. We'll see if we can get him onto something. Maybe Britney Spears or something like that.
Yeah, that'll be cool. I really
Carrie Underwood. He's a big Carrie Underwood fan.
There you go. Carrie would be better.
Yeah, she's doing something out in Manhattan. He's got to get on a plane. You're going to have to watch the kids.
Yeah, and he's going to have to be with
26 with 3.
And he's in love with her, so you never know what might happen, but okay.
I've just met so many, cool girls on the boards, and we've just become such good friends, and, I mean.
Hold on. Drew is looking at me right now like my dog looks at me when I'm masturbating. Just like, what? What is she trying to... That ain't food. I don't know what's going on. I think I'm just going to lie down.
I feel like your dog looking at you when you're masturbating.
Drew the idea that you have 3 kids and you're just getting on these planes. I know it's great for Constantine, but Drew's befuddled.
Completely.
Okay. All right. Well, listen. Mandy.
Yeah.
I feel like I've stepped into a parallel universe.
People from Alabama say Mazel Tov.
It's a mitzvah.
It's a mitzvah. Listen, as long as you're not getting any trouble and your husband understands, that's fine.
Oh, I'm sure she's a good girl.
All right.
He understands. It's just for fun. I wanted to ask Constantine if he enjoys the fiction writer story on the boards. Fantasy?
I was told about that. And,
what is it?
Man, these girls get they're enthusiastic, and they this one girl goes on there and she writes this sort of. She's a fiction writer, and she's got like all these fantasies. She sort of spells out, and everyone sort of chimes in and comments on it, and it's sexy, definitely.
Are you dating anyone now, or are you single?
I'm very single.
Very single.
Yeah,
sure.
man, it's tough to meet. We meet so many people.
You can't meet people when you're on TV.
You know how it is.
It's impossible.
It's totally
I remember when we were on MTV, I could never meet anyone.
Oh, I remember down in Mexico too.
Tough during spring break. Almost impossible to meet chicks.
Seriously,
it's tough.
But
try roofing. That's when you roof. That's when it's hard to meet people. When you're on TV and you sing, it's much easier to meet people. As a matter of fact, that's why you sing and that's why you get on TV. But have you been hit on by any? No, I know you've had, and you don't want to mention any names.
We're doing okay.
I'm sure you're doing fine. But what I'm saying is American Idol's one of the shows where you might get somebody famous's publicist to call you and see if you want to go have lunch or something like that.
Not to do business.
Not to do business. Yeah. Anybody call you up?
Sure.
Anything good?
Lots of good things.
Why do you take them up on it? Are you interested in it?
It's nice, I always like meeting new people. So,
for you, because I mean, you've always been on stage, but not on this larger stage.
No, never.
And so all of a sudden, the phone's ringing. It's Morgan Fairchild, and she wants to go nosh with the Constantine. I'm trying to think of somebody you grew up watching.
Barbara Eden.
Anybody you grew up watching, or that's
I have
exciting.
no comments.
Oh
no
man,
comments. But it's cool, man. I've been going out a little bit and hanging out and having a good time. And
God knows who he's been.
Working really hard also. So.
And that show. I'm trying to think. And you want to compare that to football player. You know what I'm saying, Drew? That is a launching pad right there. That is a sexual
I think it depends.
Pad.
I think it depends, though, too.
Yeah.
I don't know if,
Yeah, no.
How's Ruben doing, you think? Is he doing...
Ruben is doing... Here's the deal.
Than Ruben would have
Everyone
done.
is doing a lot better than what... Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think you're right.
Everyone is doing quite a bit better than what they would have been doing had they not been on the show. Once in a while, you get your clay types who probably just ain't into the scene. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sure he has a scene that he's into.
I'm sure I'm sure there's something he's into. But here's what I'm saying. Oh, that is a horrible sound.
That's a really good sound.
What I'm saying is if you're a single guy and you want to have yourself some kicks before you settle down, this is a good place to get started on that journey. And I think what I'm hearing from Constantine is he's begun that journey.
Well, it's crazy because, 6 months ago, I'm approaching my 30th birthday, and I'm not a youngin' anymore. And sort of like, all right, this is what it is. I went to school. I'm happy being a working actor, job to job. Got my rock and roll band, and I would love to meet a nice girl and settle down and get married and do the whole thing. Get a house in New York somewhere and sort of make a life together. But all of a sudden, this show happens, and I still feel that way. But I have felt a resurgence of youth.
Sure. Yeah.
And it's fun. It's totally fun.
Absolutely. I would feel that resurgence myself, Drew. You would feel
feeling it all over the place.
That's right.
Of your dog looking at you while you're feeling that resurgence.
Also being in doing a little musical theater like yourself, Constantine, that's a good gig for chicks too because there's tons of chicks.
Amazing girls.
Tons of hot chicks.
Amazing girls in musical theater.
Stop me if I'm wrong. Please stop me if I'm wrong. There are tons of hot chicks. They're from all over the place. So none of them have any supervision, really. They're not, dads aren't around, boyfriends aren't around. That's sort of, they've broken free and they're going to go wild a little bit. Also, weird eating disorders and self-esteem issues, which make them super sexual. And your competition is nothing but gay guys. So you are the fat cat. You're the alpha male. There's a handful of straight guys in the whole company, bunch of hot chicks with self-esteem issues, and they've broken free of their hometown in Kentucky, and they're ready to get busy.
Now think about how it was for me at the Boston Conservatory. So we did okay. Yeah. Actually, my class had a fair amount of straight guys in it, but majority of the school,
a lot of gay guys.
Yeah. They're on the other team.
Smart.
And beautiful girls. So
I know. And dancers, singers, and needy. Awesome. Ashley?
Yeah?
I think we have, everyone's got the same name. We have Ashley, Maggie.
Yeah. Allison.
Yeah.
Common names.
Ashley?
Yeah?
14?
Yeah.
What's up?
Okay. I kind of have this, rule where all guys that I date, have to be virgins because I'll feel uncomfortable because I'd rather keep my virginity until marriage.
Cool. Yeah. What's the question?
You're 14. It's a decent rule to have.
It's fantastic.
And this guy that I've kind of we've been kissing for 2 months now, but he just actually just kind of he's now my boyfriend, and it's been like this for about a week and a half now. And just a couple days ago, I found out that he and his ex-girlfriend had been having sex. They had been having sex. And
how old is he?
16.
15?
16.
16. And how'd you find out about this?
One of my best friends, and then one of his ex-girlfriend's best friends.
Mm-hmm.
I had to.
All right. What's the question?
Yeah.
I'm not sure whether I should break up with him or not, or whether I should wait for a while and see if he does anything, or.
Well, you don't want to. You don't want to have sex until you're married.
Right.
And are you a religious person?
Yeah, I'm a religious person.
What are you? What do you got going?
I'm Christian.
Uh-huh. And that's so you're going to
Are you Mormon?
No.
Where are you going?
Yeah, well, I want to know where do you stop? Do you have a place where you stop? Can you do everything but have sex?
No. I don't know. I haven't
No, not yet.
No?
Not yet.
No, not yet. I just mean, later, when you're in college and stuff.
I don't know. I haven't really thought it out much.
All right.
I'd rather wait.
It sounds like this guy may not be the right guy for you. But we don't know. We don't know the guy. We don't know.
Guy for me anyway.
What?
I don't think he's the right guy for me anyway.
All right, then that's fine.
There you go.
Perfect. We'll support that.
Why don't you think he's the right guy for you anyway?
I don't know. I don't feel right with him. And
there you go. He's older than you. He's got different priorities than you.
Drew.
Hey, Adam, I don't like this guy. I like Ashley to break up.
Drew wants everyone to break up, but is it because you found out this information that he's not right for you, or did you feel this way before you found out the information?
Well, I felt this way kind of before too, but I don't want to break up with him because I don't want everybody to, I don't know. I just feel like I don't want him to look at me and be like, "Oh, she's so stupid because she broke up with me after we were together for a week."
No, that's not stupid. That's,
who cares?
That's mature. That's what you're going to do all through your life. You're
But
you assess somebody, you decide, it's not really working out, let's move on.
Here's all I'm saying. If you're breaking up with him because he's had prior relations.
Had priors.
He's got a few priors. You can, if he still treats you, he still acts like a gentleman around you. That's fine.
I agree with you.
But if you're not really into him anyway, then forget about it.
I agree with you, but I get the real sense that she's uncomfortable, and that's that.
All right, Ashley.
Good times.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much.
All right.
All right. See you in hell.
Sweetie.
Yeah. She's, I don't know, she's born. I wish I had some religion growing up.
Oh, man, I had so much religion.
What'd you have?
Greek Orthodox, Christian. I was an altar boy.
Yeah.
I was going to Greek school.
Right.
I was I was way into it.
Yeah. Now look at him. He's banging his way through Hollywood.
Oh, my God. So
didn't work at all. Didn't take it all. Did nothing.
No. Don't touch that.
Will?
So he's gone after all.
Well, what happened with Will?
Maybe just gone.
What is that?
Will?
Well, let's hear a song.
All right, good idea.
How about we hear something from Constantine's band, Pray for the Soul of Betty?
All right, let's check it out.
This is an album which was released and is now re-released.
Yeah, we had it out on our website at shows and whatever, and then we touched it up a bit, and the fine people at Koch Records did the distribution, but it's a Baby Julius Productions effort. So,
and this one's called Cry.
Is it a shame?
something called Cry from Pray for the Soul of Betty. Constantine is here from American Idol. We will take ourselves a quick break, and we'll be back with more Constantine, and Bill with a little penis piercing question after this.
Thank you for calling LoveLine. Your call will be answered in the order it seems interesting.
Call LoveLine. Call 1-800-LOVE-191.
Hold on to your coconuts. The Real Gilligan's Island is back on TBS. Premieres Wednesday at 9, 8 Central on TBS.
Hey, everybody, it's LoveLine. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Constantine is here tonight from American Idol, of course. Pray for the Soul of Betty, name of his band CD. And then, of course, there's the American Idol CD and the tour, which will ensue. And that is all the top tenors doing their thing. And, man, can't go wrong with that.
Get your tickets, man. It's been selling out. It's crazy.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, you don't even... You shouldn't even promote it. People are going to be there no matter what.
Yeah.
Can't help it, right?
Phenomenon.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. Let's. I want to get a job judging on that show. That would be awesome.
You mean regular?
Yeah, regular.
You want to be Randy Jackson's job?
Just put a fourth one on there.
All right. Apply
judging,
for it.
judging is what I do best. Not really actually creating anything or doing anything.
No, you're good at judging.
Critiquing other people's work.
How about the original auditions, being at those?
I could see myself doing that.
You know?
Yeah.
Seeing everyone who walks through.
Adam has very deep musical training too. We have a lot to offer.
I did. I think I did Star Search or something. I was a judge on Star Search. It was the greatest 45 minutes of my life. Awesome. You just sit there and it was good, but not, people are dancing and singing their ass off, and you're just sitting there going, it was okay.
Seen better.
I've seen better. Do I get my 10 grand yet, or do we wait till the end of the show? Oh, okay. Oh, I should stop saying that? Okay. Well, let's just keep going. Which is awesome. We'll give you 10 grand. Just come on down and sit there and judge people spinning plates or juggling or something. And then the other thing that's funny, too, is judging is the greatest gig in the world because it's we'll give you 10 grand, but listen, make it fast. We only got about 9 or 10 seconds. It's can you imagine someone saying we'll give you 10 grand to put that drywall up, but just put half a sheet up because we're kind of
whatever you can do in 3 minutes. There you go.
Make it literally 12 seconds. See what you can do.
Our judges make a couple of bucks.
I'm sure they do just fine. And it's all Randy Jackson, the easiest job in show business. It's this dog. I wasn't feeling it tonight. All right, where's my 100 grand? Really? All right, Bill.
Yes.
22.
Yes.
What's up?
Nothing. I have an epidrapia piercing.
What is that?
It's a Prince Albert and a reverse Prince Albert. It basically goes from the bottom of the penis head through the top.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
No. Yeah, because the Prince Albert goes through the urethra and busts out the bottom.
This one busts out the top?
This inverted Prince Albert.
Yeah,
what are you talking about?
How do they
piercings, but this is just one barbell that goes through the bottom of the head, through the urethra, and out the top. I can put a reverse and a regular one in. But my question is, when me and my girlfriend are having sex, there's a few occasions when we're having sex, I'm doggy style, she'll start to bleed. And I was wondering what kind of damage that can do. She's wondering as well. Sometimes it's just a trickle of blood. Some other times, more recently, just a couple days ago, it was a lot of blood.
Does she have pain with this?
A lot of blood.
For let's say a good 5 or 10 seconds, it's pretty bad pain, and then it goes away. But sometimes the blood just will keep going.
So you're tearing her vagina? Is that what we're talking about here?
No, it's internal.
Her vagina is internal. You're tearing her vagina.
It's up inside more.
Yeah, you're tearing.
Yeah. And what do you do when you finger blast her? You put a Super Bowl ring on, or what do you do?
No.
You just got to do damage?
Oh, just get some razor fingernails.
Oh, true.
Freddie. Get Freddie's.
Freddie style fingernails. Or Edward Scissorhands. That'd be better.
Maybe Freddie's so angry because he can't masturbate with that hand. I never really thought about that. Yeah.
That'd be you.
That'd be me. My dog.
Does he have those on both hands though?
He probably only has it on the magazine hand.
And he's just got a week left.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think he asked that on both. Okay.
Yeah, Bill, I'm very concerned about that. You're
right,
literally you're tearing her vagina with metal. You may want to put on one of those reinforced condoms.
Yeah, she may want to get a tetanus shot.
Yes, literally. That's actually that's absolutely the
Bill,
case.
you want to? Here's the deal. Here's your question. In essence, I have bent a piece of steel around my dong. Then, when I f my girlfriend aggressively, I draw blood. What do you think? What do we think? You're hurting her with the piece of metal that you bent around your dong.
That's what I assume. That's what I was getting at. But she tells me she doesn't want me to take it out because every other time it's fine. It's just a few occasions where it has actually led to some pain and discomfort. But she said that she doesn't want me to take it out because all the other times it's fine.
Well, she better get a pap smear. Plus, it worries me because the thing has he said it was a barbell, so it sticks out the front, and maybe he's actually tearing the cervix, and that may impair her fertility permanently.
Oh,
really?
Yeah.
Just a couple weeks ago, she had what we thought was a bladder infection of some sort, and it didn't go away for quite some time, and I thought maybe that one of the tears had...
Bladder infections don't go away if you're not taking antibiotics. Okay.
All right.
Bill, please.
Bill's essentially trying to kill his girlfriend with his penis.
Yes.
Why not just once you rape her with one of those spike strips?
Yeah.
The cops lay out when cars are in high speed pursuits. You know.
That'll take care of it.
Jesus.
If she bleeds, what would that mean?
Yeah, I don't know. Do the trauma math, all you retards, please. What is the question? She says she likes it. Well, obviously she's a mess emotionally.
Yeah,
Bill,
I came in too. I said that, I can take it out. It's not a problem. But she said
do it.
Not to.
She's like, no, I love it. Keep it in. I want to bleed.
She's a mess, Bill.
Come on, Bill.
Take it easy.
I will do.
All right, thank you. Please.
Be good to your girl, man. Be good to your girl.
Call from Idaho.
Could have been a bogus call.
Could have been. Yeah. But he did explain the piercing.
I had a piercing through my thing, and then this other one, and then she was bleeding.
But he got specific with his piercing.
No, I know. I'm going with it. I'm good.
Inverted.
Prince
stupid.
I don't know how they get. The penis has the two cavernous bodies in it that fill with blood. Yeah. How do you just thread the needle there?
Oh, is that the F word?
That was the F word that came out of here?
No, it was like fa, la, 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 la.
Oh, my. Fa.
Yeah.
And if they so much as nick it, that's it. It's surgery time.
Yeah. I don't know why. Here's the whole thing. All that piercing stuff, it seems like more would go south than they actually do.
It's amazing, isn't it?
It's pretty good, yeah. All right, let's talk to June, who works at a sex shop. June?
Hi.
Hey, what's happening, June?
Oh, nothing much. Just chilling.
Hold on 1 second, June. I'm going to show Adam here.
Do you work... Drew, I don't want to see your penis pictures.
Not my anatomy pictures.
Yeah.
Not my personal.
Where's this sex shop?
It's in South Beach.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Yeah.
We're going to be there.
Oh, yeah. You're, what do you do at the sex shop?
We're going to go see you, Constantine. I'm part of the GGs, so the Greek God groupies.
Oh, really? All right.
The what?
Greek God groupies.
The Greek God groupies, yeah.
Let's, hold on a second. Let me just do my weight math. I was like, okay, her name is June. For some reason, I put 20 pounds on her. We're up to 163. Then she works at the sex shop. Now I just tacked another 20 pounds on her at 183. And she's a Greek God groupie. Now she's at 2 bells, even. So we're trying to figure this out. June?
Yes?
You a big gal?
Sorry, no, I'm not.
Ooh, meth head.
No, I'm 5'10", about 130 pounds.
Ooh, that's it?
Wow.
What happened to my radio math? What are you doing working at the sex shop?
Well, actually, I manage it.
Oh, all right. That's different.
Yeah. And it's a good gig, And,
yeah. Now, do they have the booths, the individual booths in the back?
No, we don't have the booths here.
Good.
No, it's very upscale. It's actually geared towards women.
Oh, right. Except for it's nothing but gays that go in there and bang their boyfriends, but it is geared. Every sex shop starts off being geared toward women, and then a bunch of gays move in and start offing their boyfriends.
Oh man!
Do any women actually come to this thing? It's here.
It's geared.
I know it's geared towards women, but I understand. But
yeah,
just saying.
We were in Minneapolis. There was this Sex World, it was called. It was like a supermarket.
Oh God!
Really? Yeah, it's like a blimp hanger filled with strap-ons.
Out of control, this place.
Your strap-on headquarters.
It's 24 hours. We'd go in there. We were on tour.
The place for strap-ons.
Your hindquarters headquarters.
Oh, man.
Remember the store you were going to open? Simply lava lamps and C-rings?
Yeah.
That would have been good.
I know. If it hadn't already been, there weren't all those copyright problems. Hey, June?
Yes?
Yeah, so do you get a lot of ladies into the club? Or into the store?
Yes, we do. It's actually, I would say, probably 80% women.
80% women.
Yeah, and then
Mostly,
the rest are couples. A couple of gay.
Mostly lesbians, though, rolling through there, right?
No, honestly, it's like really hot South Beach chicks.
Really?
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Now, do they do fashion shows and stuff like that? Y'all.
Wait, it does not compute.
Yeah, what are they buying? Well, a lot of women are buying a lot of these, personal toys.
Yeah, but they're not walking through there.
I mean, we sell like lingerie, and we sell like a lot of like candles and sexy massage oils and stuff like that. But we also, I mean, women mostly buy toys. To be honest,
all those, and you have to fire them up before you have to fire them.
And all the people who work here are female, so
all right.
So they feel a lot. They feel very comfortable coming in here. And
do you fire up those sex toys before they take them?
No. Well,
you don't.
We battery test them before they can leave the store.
Yeah, that would be firing them up.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, I'm definitely coming through there. We're going to be rehearsing there the week before we open. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because that's the opening. So we're going to sort of tech the show
right
that week and then open on the 12th.
Well, come into Deja Vu's Love Boutique.
I'm there.
Very classy.
Yeah, awesome.
Very classy.
All right. You have the purple and orange Dayglow carpet?
No, we don't. It's actually, it's designed, it's Art Deco.
Oh, okay.
It's an old Art Deco building, and it's really nice.
All right. Upscale. I like that.
Yeah.
What's your biggest seller right now?
Our biggest seller right now is probably the iVibe Rabbit.
The rabbit again.
Yeah. What is that? What is that one? It's called the what rabbit?
The iVibe Rabbit.
iVibe?
iVibe?
Like iVibe.
iVibe Rabbit.
Rabbit.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Again, I'm looking with
extremely popular.
Mm-hmm.
Capitalizing on the Apple.
What do you guys have? And no returns on that? Yes?
No returns. No.
Now, that's why. I'm telling you, that's why they have to fire everything up in person. Sure. Because once you leave the store with that butt plug or the rabbit or whatever you're putting in there, there's no discount bin. Although I got to believe the Corollas would be hanging in the if there was a thrift store for that stuff, they would be going there.
Although you'd be going through, come on, at high school you'd be going through the bin in the back.
Look, I am not kidding you when I tell you that we had a weirdo manager of our first apartment when we moved out. We had a bunch of guys living in a one-bedroom, and some weirdo moved out, and this guy showed up with a box of these things. I'm talking strap-ons. I'm talking novelty stuff, butt plugs, everything. What isn't a butt plug is really the question. Anything could be a butt plug. That mug, Drew's keys, Drew's glasses,
perfect.
Drew's nose. What wouldn't qualify as a? It looks like a spade on a deck of cards.
Three-dimensional spade.
Yeah, I'll draw it out for you during the break. The point is. Here's really the criteria for a butt plug. It needs to start small and get bigger. It can't be the other way around. It sort of has to be shaped like anything that's aerodynamic. It's got to really cheat the wind.
So it looks like a pacifier.
Cheating the wind wouldn't be a bad name for my butt plug.
Oh, man. So it sort of looks like the Boy Scouts of America insignia or a pacifier.
Yeah, Drew, that was a little bolder. You know what it's got?
Is that a dreidel? What is that?
Yeah. I had a little butt plug. I made it out of latex. It kind of looks like, remember the cone heads?
Yes.
It's got a little of that. If you picture Saturday Night Live, the cone heads from behind would have that kind of look if you cut it right at the trapezoid muscle there. Right. All right, we'll take ourselves a little break. Constantine here tonight for American Idol. We're always trying to educate our guests.
That's right.
We'll be right back after this.
1-800-LOVE-191.
LoveLine will be right back.
LoveLine. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Forget about that phone number. Constantine is here from American Idol. Yeah. I really got into American Idol this year. I got to say.
You're
now,
gay.
I didn't. That's another thing I got into this year. Ooh.
Just this year?
No,
I dabbled in ass before,
man.
but now it's become an obsession. Drew?
You said you wouldn't mention that.
Drew?
I'm just saying.
And the thing is the American Idol, the first few weeks where they're doing the auditions, for me, that's not the show. I like it when the competition begins and you start picking out your favorites and all that. There's always fat people that can't sing. It's
amazing how distorted and delusional people are, though, isn't it? The lack of insight is an amazing thing.
There's plenty of that, and there's also, I think, people are just put-ons now. A lot of them are just on there just saying, screw it, I'm going to get on, do this thing. I mean, you can't do a show like this without attracting a certain amount of people that are somewhere between, it's a put-on, but I want to be on TV, but maybe I think I sound good. It's hard. The line is a little bit blurry.
I don't know if you watch
They're good at weeding out the real, fake people. But unless it's something like gimmicky and that they want it on.
Right.
Yeah.
But I saw a lot of people who were actually delusional.
Oh yeah. That's
the best part of the show.
Yeah. That's for sure. And
we have our favorites. Definitely.
I'm fine with that. But to me, I start watching it in week number, 6 or whatever, whenever the competition really starts heating up. We trim the fat, so to speak.
So you're preparing for your judging job.
Yeah.
But the crazy part is people follow from day one. Like they have their favorites right away. They pick, and they follow that person.
Yeah.
It's just an amazing thing to be a part of, definitely. But I mean, being inside of it, I was just blown away by how huge it is, and just
it is.
It's just crazy.
It is a juggernaut. Let's talk to Jacob, who's 32. Jacob?
Yes.
What's up?
Question for Dr. Drew.
Yeah.
About 6 weeks ago, I went to a massage parlor, and a hand job turned into a actual sex for about a minute, unprotected. Now, I was on Keflex at the time.
You were on what?
Keflex, an antibiotic for a chest cold.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So you went to a massage parlor, and the hand job turned into sex.
Yes.
So for me, the hand job turns into a back rub, and it turns into $110 minus a tip.
Right.
Did you know you were getting a hand job going to this massage parlor, though? Like, going into it, did you know that's an option?
And what I'm wondering, I've had no symptoms, no burning, no redness, no bumps.
Mm-hmm.
I'm wondering, I went back later and used a condom this time, and I had spermicide, I think, because then it got itchy. Then I put some of this hydrocortisone, and then it was fine a day later.
All right.
I mean, your
well, like any true champion, he's not going to stay down for long.
Sure, he went back into the ring.
You have to.
I guess so. Your skin itched?
Yeah, just the skin. There was no bumps, no sores, no burning. Just after I used the condom. I mean, I got all nervous and I started using rubbing alcohol to clean myself, and
that won't do crap. Aren't you worried about HIV or hepatitis or something?
Yeah, these are virtuous ladies.
Well, should I not be afraid of the gonorrhea or syphilis? Or
yes, you should be afraid of the classic sexually transmitted diseases like chlamydia, gonorrhea, syphilis, chancroid, LGV. These things are all still a possibility for you.
Squat rot.
But would the Keflex have protected me from those?
No, probably not.
What is a Keflex?
It's a first-generation cephalosporin. It's like a penicillin.
Oh, okay.
It's related to penicillin.
That's a piece of work.
Okay.
I mean, it might a little bit against perhaps the gonorrhea. But
Hey, Jacob, let me ask a couple of questions. How much for the hand job?
Jacob?
Did he give an answer?
Yeah, no, I didn't hear it. It died.
How much for the hand job?
40.
40? Not bad. And then when it turned into sex, did it get bumped up?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
About
100. And why was that over so quickly? Because the hand job was in full effect?
I think I just realized what I was doing and stopped.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And back to the hand job?
No, I took off after that. That's when I started using...
No orgasm?
No, exactly. It's good to get out of there.
That's what it sounded like once he got to the car.
Sure.
That's when I started getting whatever cleaners I could find. Just started trying to clean everything. And
there's nothing, Jacob, that will do nothing for you. All that.
Couldn't he just urinate on himself, Drew?
Could that have caused the irritation?
Sure, if you're scrubbing yourself. But listen, if it were the case that you could in any way impact on transmission of sexually transmitted diseases by dousing yourself in alcohol or scrubbing yourself with soap afterwards, don't you think you would have heard of that?
Listen, I learned firsthand. I used to have this theory that ammonia stopped everything in its tracks.
Until you saw the crabs.
Until my buddy got a crab. And yes, my buddy.
Pubic lice.
Yes, and we pulled one of them off. I set him on the counter. My bathroom,
little tiny microscopic crab.
Well, I don't know about microscopic.
They're tiny.
They're tiny, but they're not microscopic. Point, I could see it with the naked eye.
Yes.
And I put a drop of this ammonia on it, and it walked right out of it.
Oh man.
Yeah,
Crabs.
it actually. And that's when I realized nothing will kill these things.
Then it started growing, like radioactive, like
ammonia crab. Yeah, it's awesome.
Gremlins.
Yeah, it's going to be on Nick at Night. Or,
UPN. What's the name of this truck stop that this happened at?
He was he's going to a massage parlor.
Oh, Jacob.
$40.
Oh yeah. Jacob.
Yeah.
All right. So you're going to go back to the place?
Probably not.
Would you recommend it to a friend? Because I know they have those little things you fill out.
Well, I'm just wondering. It's been 6 weeks, Dr. Drew. If I'm not burning or red or bumpy,
you're fine. You're fine.
Then you should still have your hepatitis and HIV serologies done.
Right. All right.
And I would also check you for syphilis. Sometimes that goes unnoticed.
Aaron.
Yeah.
You have low self-esteem with the boys?
Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that, Sweetie Pea, but you're 15.
Yeah.
That's protective. It helps
That's
you.
good. It's better than you feeling like your ass doesn't stink at 15.
Exactly. Boys suck.
Yeah.
Well, I know.
All right. Well, listen. Is your dad around?
No. My parents are divorced.
Yeah. Did your dad abandon the family?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes it difficult.
Makes you feel bad about yourself.
It makes you feel like right.
Yeah, but I don't know. It just
Okay.
Just do it!
All right. Anderson's going to give you a lower self-esteem. Here's the thing. We're out of time. You cannot judge yourself by... It's not like, well, if you're prettier or nicer or better or smarter, Dad would have hung around.
It's a deep psychological imprint.
I know. And I can't say just get over it.
Yeah.
Here's all you can do if your self-esteem is bad, male or female. Getting other people to be attracted to you is not going to do it.
Right.
You getting attracted to sports, hobbies, school,
things that make you
whatever,
feel good about
things that
yourself.
make you feel good, friends, that kind of stuff, that will build your self-esteem. Or banging everyone in Hollywood like Constantine. We'll take a...
music. That's what they need.
That's right. That's when you get to the sex. Take a quick break. We'll be right back after this.
All right, guys, here's the deal. Looking to hook up? Call the Dateline. Sick of wasting time with the wrong person? Call the Dateline. One call's all you need to make. Call the Dateline.
1-877-889-DATE.
If you need help,
call LoveLine. 1-800-LOVE-191.
Everybody, Constantine.
Yeah.
Don't go changing on us. You know what I mean?
We'll never see him again.
Why not?
Just get huge and leave like all of them do.
Yeah, but maybe he won't. Maybe he'll just flatline a little, and then he'll be back begging to come on the show.
Nice.
I'd love to come back. This was a lot of fun.
No matter what happens, here's the deal. If nothing ever works out, you get to come back on the show. But if you do what we think you're going to do, and you have a meteoric rise to stardom, you still come back on the show.
Absolutely. I'm right here in town, so I'd love to.
All right, everyone. Pray for the Soul of Betty is the name of the CD. Also, of course, the American Idol CD out. Look for the tour soon. Until next time, this is Adam Carolla for Dr. Drew saying mahalo.
This has been LoveLine. The opinions expressed on this show are not necessarily those of the staff, management, sponsors, or this station. The producer for LoveLine is Annie Golden. LoveLine is a presentation of Westwood One Entertainment.